All right, so where to start? The engine failed. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet. Things were going pretty smooth. I had gotten all the check engine lights out of the way. Driving the car, it felt great. I didn't feel like there was any problems. And so I switched over to Jackal Motorsports, and I was going to work with them to introduce the nitrous into the system. Through that process, doing the data logs, they informed me that I was pulling a good amount of timing in cylinders 3 and 6, well, across the board, but mostly in 3 and 6 at wide open throttle. So that was something that we needed to get addressed. And I was working through that to kind of troubleshoot it, figure out some things. So I was looking at some live data while doing some third gear pulls to kind of see if I can identify, what was going on, why I was running really lean. But I was trying to identify that, and during that process is when everything kind of went awry. I got after the end of a pull, I got a message on the board saying to check engine oil and to shut the engine off at the same exact time, getting some really loud clanking, tapping going on in the engine. It all kind of happened quickly, so it's really hard for me to think back and think, where was that noise coming from, or what did it sound like it was coming from. But regardless, from the noise, I know the engine needs to come out and it needs to be taken apart and looked at and rebuilt. So with that is the plan. I'm going to be pulling the engine out. I'll be recording the breakdown process and identifying what problem I had so that I can share that with you all. I recorded everything on the first build, but it was so unorganized because I'd never done this before, and it was hard for me to put things together, so I just got discouraged and gave it up. But with this, I'm hoping to do it a little bit more organized and have a little bit more feel as to how I want to approach it. But what we're going to be doing is, like I said, tearing the engine down, doing the troubleshooting, figuring it out, and I have another engine kind of ready to go. This was a swap that I did. I got this from Cameron at Audi C7 Owners. This is his old engine. It's in pretty good condition. He did have, as one of the piston ring snapped and kind of seized up in one of the cylinders. It didn't cause a whole lot of damage to the cylinder, so it should be okay. But what we're going to be doing is sending the block off to get sleeved, because that was something I wanted to do on the first build and didn't do. So we're going to get this sleeved. We're going to get the heads cleaned up, polished, and everything ready to go. So that when I pull the engine, we can go ahead and start switching things from one to another and really kind of see what we have. So it's probably going to be about another month till I consider pulling the engine out. In the meantime, obviously, I've got plenty of other things to do around the house. I don't do this for a living, so I'm going to be putting it off, kind of licking my wounds for a little bit while getting some other things taken care of. But that is the plan. Hopefully, I'll do a better job recording and posting the progress on it. But it's a learning progress. It's a hobby. It's a money pit. It's something that makes me question my life choices.